Happy to have you join us on the Value Chain TV News Update. My name is Chad Moses. On the news update, we begin with oil and gas stories. Few Nigerians have expressed dissatisfaction over the bitter dispute between Dangote Refinery and the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, over fuel pricing and volume distribution. This follows recent increase in price to over 999 naira per litre and findings by media which indicated that while the NNPC believes Dangote Refinery could not supply an adequate quantity of product, Dangote had told them that they had delivered 111 million litres of the product within 3 days, adding that loading was still ongoing. Value Chain TV spoke to few Nigerians. The report.
I think we've suffered a lot and we are still suffering. I think the government should allow Dangote to sell directly to Nigerians and also allow, and I think the issue we hear from them is selling in dollars, and that's because it's buying crude oil in dollars too. That's what we heard. But I think if we localize everything that concerns us, if they sell the crude oil to him in dollars, in naira, sorry, I think you say in naira, and everything will come down and we'll live better. So I just think the government should allow him. For me, I think that is a good Nigeria because he's investing so much in Nigeria. He's doing so well in Nigeria. And the other countries trying to come and do for them, but he wants to be in Nigeria. I feel the government should allow him do for us what he wants to do and sell for him well. And if he says in Naira, I think things will come down, we'll live better.
The price varies. What Nigeria are actually expecting from the Dangote refinery products, that is a PMS, is that Nigeria are having this higher expectation for lower price, actually, because we are happy as Nigerian that one of us, who is a Nigerian, is now operating a refinery instead of taking the crude oil outside country to refine it in dollars and then bring it back to Nigeria and sell it to Nigerians in higher price. Now, all of us are happy, but reverse is the case. Now, reverse is the case that says that the federal government will have parallel petroleum product now, the Dangote and the federal government, and which that's supposed to be in any way. We are Nigerians. Whatever happened to Nigerians, and Nigerians should be all for Nigerians. Now Dangote fuel, we thank God that we have our own that is foreign fuel, supposed to be less than the federal government price. And the federal government as a whole, because their primary duty is to secure life and property, the masses to have easy life, not hardship. Where Nigeria has been crying, all of us have been crying, fuel escalation lead to all marketers. Every product is being escalated. Now, our children can't go to school. Our youngest one upcoming can't even have to fulfill their dreams. So the Dangote price is not a controversial because it's now the politics has its role.
The federal government has announced major energy reforms aimed at improving energy security and attracting investment. Special Advisor to the President on Energy, Olu Verheyen, stressed this during the inaugural U.S.-Nigeria Strategic Energy Dialogue held in Washington, D.C. from September 11th and 12th. Olu Verheyen highlighted the urgency of addressing energy challenges, noting that nearly 100 million Nigerians still lack access to reliable power. The event, which was hosted by the U.S. State Department, marked a significant step in strengthening bilateral ties between the two countries. Now on the gas sector, the federal government has announced the commencement of a $550 million upstream gas project between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and Total Energies, targeting 350 million standard cubic feet of gas per day when fully operational. This was revealed by the Special Advisor to the President on Energy, Olu Verheyen, during the inaugural U.S.-Nigeria Strategic Energy Dialogue hosted by the U.S. State Department in Washington, D.C. She further noted that reforms introduced by the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, have boosted the viability of the gas and power sector by improving cash flows in electricity distribution, enhancing collaboration within key partners like the U.S. and reducing carbon emissions from gas production. And now on the health sector, Every year, countries around the globe set September 17th to mark World Patient Safety Day, a global initiative aimed at raising awareness about the importance of patient safety. This year, during the celebration, the theme, which was on improving diagnosis of patient safety using the slogan, "Get it right, make it safe." In Nigeria and abroad, health reports show that millions of patients suffer harm or even death due to preventable medical errors from medical personnel. Value Chain TV had a chat with Dr. Okpeyemi Adeseun, who shared medical insights on the theme. The report.
Well, I think it's a day where patients, all of us, we are patients at one point at a time, and it's a day to create awareness about our rights as patients and the kind of interaction or relationship we have to have with medical personnel. And when we talk of medical personnel, what comes to the mind of people, the general populace first, is the doctor and the nurses. But beyond that, there are also very, very important personnel in the medical system, which include the pharmacists and the laboratory scientists, most likely. So those four are the key main group of people we have to look up to get good diagnosis of illnesses or whatever takes us to the health facilities. One thing we have to note is that the primary group of personnel who is the most important in diagnosis, are the lab scientists. Yeah, they have a lot to do in that profession, because they are the one that the doctor may have a clue of what is happening, but the doctor can only take guesses, and based on the symptoms that are gotten, then you get proof or evidence of what the particular ailment or disease or infection from the laboratory scientists. And that's one of the areas we're having challenges. In this Nigeria of today, we have unaccredited schools doling out quack laboratory scientists. We've had a number of them on radio. So where are the regulatory bodies? I overheard the president of the laboratory listing on one of these radio stations recently, complaining about some of the mayhems and challenges we're having. So we have a lot of false positive tests. And false positive test means that you do not have the disease, but my tool or whatever I use to diagnose is telling you that you have it, or you have false negative. That means you have the disease, but my tool is telling me that you do not have it. So we have a lot of issues like that, and with when diagnoses are not made perfectly, we continue to have errors and wrong treatment, and that's one of the problems we're having. So when a doctor gives you write a test for you, okay, go for wider test, go for malaria test, and you go, and the test gives you a false positive result. That means you do not have it. You have it, but it's showing that you do not have it. Then the doctor will treat you on the wrong thing. So we have wrong treatment, which is leading to a lot of issues in our medical system.
And now on road safety issues, the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, has introduced a new mobile app and the National Crash and Reporting Information System to improve road safety and address road traffic crashes across the nation. Our correspondent, Anastasia Adeze, has the details.
Speaking at the launch of the new app in Abuja, Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed noted that the FRC believes that there is still room for improvement in this digital age in its commitment to President Bola Tinubu's digital transformation agenda. Shehu Mohammed explains that the app will offer features such as alerts for speeding, dangerous driving, and vehicle document verification, while NACRIS will focus on crash reporting and data management, adding that these new tools aims to raise awareness amongst drivers and passengers about road safety and the causes of accidents. Reporting for Value Chain TV, Anastasia Adeze.
Now moving to the foreign sector, the United Kingdom government's West Africa Research and Innovation Hub has revealed that it has launched a $1.9 million project funding initiative named SACOR, aimed at supporting economic growth by strengthening technology and innovation in Nigeria and Ghana through partnership with the country's government. The United Kingdom's Minister for Africa, Lord Collins, made this known at a press briefing in Accra, where he added that Ghana called for creative proposals for the projects from non-profit organizations, including the United Nations agencies. Lord Collins added that the initiative would promote working together to strengthen the global technology sector, creating opportunities for rapidly growing economies with lots of potentials to compete on the world stage. And finally, on sport, Confederation of African Football (CAF) President Patrice Motsepe has confirmed that the Total Energies African Nations Championship (CHAN) 2024 will take place from February 1st to 28, 2025, following the CAF Executive Committee meeting in Nairobi, Kenya. Motsepe, who stated this during the inspection of venues in Kenya, emphasized the need for strict action to ensure all facilities are ready for the tournament. He said the first round of qualifiers are set for October 25th to 27th, 2024, while the CHAN will be hosted in East Africa. And this concludes the Value Chain TV News Update. I remain Chat Moses. Many thanks for watching.